Hello everyone, welcome back to another Diesel Railcar Simulator video. Today we are back on the North Landen route in the Class 122 Diesel Rail Bus, or Rail Car. I think it's a rail bus. Anyway, so yeah, we are heading from here at Sharpenden up the branch line to Steppersanden. So yeah, let's hop in and get started. Yeah, we don't have too much time to set up, so I gotta remember how to set this thing up. So Z key, unlock U, reverse a forward, put gearing, put it in neutral for now. Start it up. There we go. Release the handbrake. I should get the brake on, actually. We are on a small hill. Release the handbrake. Put it in gear. And yeah, here we are. This thing is absolutely titchy. It's actually hilarious. Really little runabout of a DMU. No, not DMU. Rail bus. Yeah, we have AWS active. Buzzing back. Next stop, Chillings Langley. We are going to be on the main line for a bit. Then we're turning off the main line onto the little branch line up to Steppersanden. I think it's called Steppersanden. Whoa, 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 okay, I'm overspeeding badly. I'm supposed to be going 10 through here. Oops. My apologies. I should put it first. Nope, that's third. First, boom. Yeah, I did not pay attention to the speed limit out of there. That's my bad. Put it second. What's the limit? It doesn't. The F2 HUD's not telling me. 40? No. 50. Right, okay, beans. Okay. After some slight shenanigans, but other than that, we're good. Classic diesel railcar sim horn. But other than that, yeah. We're clear at 260, then 70 miles an hour. Let's put her in third, and beans. Yeah, old-fashioned manual gear shifts. Wouldn't be diesel railcar sim without it. Getting a decent amount of frames per second, around 50-ish. Oh, need to move my mouse so the handbrake isn't highlighted. 36 miles an hour, wow. This thing is absolutely just zooming along. Alright, we're in top gear. 43 miles an hour. Yeah, I have the feeling that this thing will absolutely struggle on the hills. Look at the suspension go, though. This diesel railcar sim is one of the most complete train simulators I've ever come across. It's got timetable mode, rescue scenarios, it's got a bunch of rolling stock, ton of free Steam Workshop rolling stock locomotives and routes. Like, I absolutely adore this game. I don't play it too much, but when I do play it, I have an absolute heck of a time. AWS letting us know the section of track ahead is clear, which is lovely. Nope, come on. Nope. Sorry, I keep selecting the wrong buttons. Come on, on the track, near the track, yes. Come on, buddy. My goodness, we're flying. Meow. Sorry, I couldn't resist doing that. It's just so funny watching this tiny little thing absolutely motoring along. We're actually getting up toward line speed, which is pretty impressive. We're near enough maxing out our engine RPM, but we are approaching line speed, which is pretty impressive. If you're wondering what service we're doing, it's rural stopping down 3, and it's a service that's included with the route. we are running the default timetable, I should emphasize. Green signal. Chillings Langley in 5 minutes. But Chillings Langley is where the fun begins. You see all those hills straight ahead? That's where we're heading, I think. I'm not too familiar with the geography of this line. Come on. There we go. Oh yeah, we are approaching line speed. Try and keep our speed at... Let's keep it like notch 2. Do a fly past, because why not? I love doing fly pass. They're my favorite thing to do in this game. My goodness. This thing feels like a very early version of the Class 153, that little rail car that was in use by first Arriva and then Transport for Wales until not too long ago. And is still in use by Network Rail as an inspection train. There's Chillings Langley. Oh, AWS. Okay. Gotta assume that the next signal is red, so I'll get the brakes into, come on, lapped mode. Put her in neutral. I love how these things have a neutral gear. That is very helpful. 95%. The game lets you run red signals, unlike Train to the World. However, it does basically blow up your whole scoring system, so I do want to be careful. No. Oh, hello. That signal is at a red aspect. Oh, no, now it's green. Right, I can give the beans. Okay, so it's one of those signals that turns green as you approach it at slow velocity. Okay. 25 limit in force as we come into Chillings Langley. And what's even more surprising about Diesel Railcar Sim is that apart from the Steam Workshop stuff, it's all been built by one guy. Which is, considering this game is the culmination of 7 odd years of development, is pretty impressive. Is there a stop marker for us? I do not know. I forgot how. It's just. I think, is that a stop sign? Yeah, it's a 4-car stop sign. I think we could stop here, if I'm being honest. And here we are, Chillings Langley, on a minute, just under a minute early. So gradient is 0.3. So let's apply the handbrake a bit, and let's get some brakes on. There we go. Yeah, welcome to Chillings Langley, which is, I think, our last mainline station of the day. Look at the smoke this thing produces. Produces a lot of smoke for just a little 2-car. Oh, need to put this thing back into gear. Hang on, I need to lock the cam, put it in first. Actually, I should put it in neutral since we are here for the next minute. Just keep it in neutral. It's basically like a DRA. Like, basically it'll act as a DRA and prevent you from applying power. Yeah. Station, I forgot how generally good the assets are. Like, they won't really hold up under close inspection, but if you're in the cab, like you are most of the time in this game, like, it does not matter at all. Like, this game is beautiful, considering it's also running in Unity, which is pretty impressive. That people have been able to squeeze something as good as this out of the pretty simplistic Unity engine. So yeah, let's put it first. We have a speed limit of 25 coming out of Chilling's Langley. Well, the driver will buzz us, and we'll have to buzz him back. I don't think it affects the scoring, but... Power, speed... We'll have to watch it, because this thing does have a lot of low-end acceleration. Alright, put it in second. Watch that speed. We've got a green. Nope. I don't think that's a green. Yep. Message from signaler. Signal passed at danger. Right. Sorry about that, viewers. Should put it neutral, and then maybe I'll try and put the reverser backward. Put it first. I need to back up. There's another train coming. Speed, power. Right, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Otherwise we could get hit by another train, and that'd be bad. Okay. Okay. Apologies for that, viewers. Waiting for long semi-fast up 237 to clear the line. My apologies for that, viewers. See if we can time accelerate this time away. Do 10 times speed. Oh my goodness. That's the advantage of time acceleration, that is. That class 126 absolutely rocketed past. My goodness. Should have probably said it's times 5 speed, but hey. Yeah. Good thing you're able to clear the line in time. We'd have definitely fouled the line. No, I think because we got routed off to that one there, we wouldn't have gotten hit, but it was definitely a close call. Whoo, man! Let's give it some time. Acceleration. Wait until the signal clears. Come on. There we go. Sorry about that. My scoring's going to get massacred. But at least the signalman routed us toward the buffers and not onto the line where we could have gotten hit. Alright, into second, 17 miles an hour. Yeah. That was mildly terrifying. I was actually, like, my heart was pumping a bit. I was like, we need to get this train back into the siding now, otherwise we're dead. Whew. At least it wasn't TSW. I ran a red signal in TSW yesterday. Luckily I was near a checkpoint, but otherwise I'd have blown up, it'd have blown up, yeah, yeah. Oh, I forgot we're in a 70 zone. Shush. Third gear. We've got a yellow signal ahead. We have to keep an eye on that. Keep it in third for now. We have to get to Rusheat Gardley Green in 9:36, but since I'm stuck behind this class 126, I don't want to catch up to him. And especially because I don't know what the next signal aspect is. Oh, goodness. I'll just keep it in maximum zoom because I don't see the signal aspects on the F2 HUD. Is that a red aspect? Can't tell at this distance. It definitely oh dear. Put it in neutral. That looks to me like a red aspect. That is a red aspect. Maximum service. Oh, we're... Not again! Emergency. Stop! Not again! Okay. We didn't need to, but okay. We'd have stopped in time, but turns out we didn't need to. Let's just realign the camera again, because I just like having the camera like that. Let's give it some welly. We are clear onto the branch line. I think we're going to be late to the next stop, but hey, can't do anything about it. Yeah, we've had enough shenanigans for today. I don't think we have any signals on this branch line. I think it's an unsignaled line. So, oh yeah, there's another class 126. Zooming along. Nice, you could see that before. Alright, we are clear up to 50 miles an hour, so give it maximum speeds. I like how this route offers mainline running, freight running, but also stuff like, this like little branch line runners in a diesel rail car. Like, that's so cool. Yeah, we are heading relatively steeply downhill, so I'm not... Do you have a 25 limit coming up? Yeah, we are supposed to be at the next stop by now. I can't do engine braking, it seems. That'd be interesting to do, to see if I can actually do engine braking. Alright, you do have a 25 limit coming up, so we will have to keep an eye out for that. Let's put it in neutral. Yeah, since we are on a pretty steep hill, I'll stick it in 90 maximum service. You can tell this track is unwelded by the fact we're jiggling around a lot more. And... we've got the ka-chunk sounds, which I like, you know what I mean. I can't remember exactly what they're called. Right, got a pretty steep hill, so come on up the hill. Around this turn at 25 miles an hour. Now you do have to keep your wits about you in this game, otherwise it will punish you, as we saw back there. Okay, better shut the throttle down. Yeah, okay, you can engine brake, but it'll probably, for one thing, it'll probably massacre the gearbox. Have to be very careful around this turn. Oh, we do, okay, this track is signaled, it's just not equipped with AWS. Okay. Wow, the gradients on this line are nuts. That's 2.5% on a British line. That's actually insane. Yeah, this is definitely going to be challenging. Come on. Yeah, and this rail bus is definitely not made to handle these kinds of slopes. Which begs the question: how did this branch handle back in the steam days? Because if anything, the steamers would have been underpowered for this kind of line. If anything, this line would need to be electrified with overhead electrified with something like class 26s, like, you know, the old ancient British electrics off of the Woodhead line, the now deceased Woodhead line. I've got to say, We're gonna be late. Dang it! That's annoying. I'll put you in lapped. There we go. And I also gotta say, the way this line is set up, I do believe it has really short platforms, so we are going to have to be pretty careful stopping here. Also because of the fact I've got it in neutral, means I can't accelerate if something goes wrong. Let the hill do the job. Let the hill do the job. Oh, come on. No, I need to get this thing some belly. We're losing too much speed here. Yeah, this is really challenging. The only other thing line which I can think of that's really challenged me to this extent is the Mittenwaldbahn by Trains of Germany in Trains in World. Like, that is a challenging route. Sorry, mate. Sorry I kept you waiting, lad. Yeah, he's just leaving. Onto the brakes. Put it first. Not going to be here for too long. 4 minutes late. Ouch. Right, buzz it back. Beans. My goodness. This is a really tiny little branch line. And especially since I have to do the gearing the old-fashioned way, i.e. manually, that really does not help at all. Thankfully, I don't believe there are any freight services along here. It's just passenger, because trying to get a Class 37 with some wagons up here, whew, that would be a tough ask. Alright, so it looks as though the speed limit fluctuates between 40 and 50 miles an hour. And then there's a 15 limit for some reason. Next up, Burkham's. Oh, that is a nice little viaduct. I'll see if I can get a good view here. So if I do that and that... Hang on. Ooh. How do could I angle this well? No, I don't think I can. Oh well. Yeah, I don't think this is one that could be angled well. Oh, whoops. I forgot to do the camera lock again. My apologies. Shut the throttle off. Heading through a tunnel. Do have that nagging little 15 limit coming up. And AWS still seems to think we're in a cautionary zone for some reason. I don't know why. 50 limit. Ooh, this will be a good spot for a screenshot, I hope. Stop. See if I can get a good shot here. Maybe if I do it this way. Yeah, I think the other way it looks better. I mean, this way it looks better. Hang on, I'll have to get rid of all the stuff on my HUD. So that, boom. I'm not sure how I want to frame this. Yeah, that looks decent enough. Oh, I don't have any stuff on my HUD. And I need to get the camera lock back on. Yeah, the gradient on this route is so... %. Onto the brakes. neutral. Don't want to over rev the engine. We do have that 15 limit coming up, so come on, slow down, buddy. First. Come on, off the brakes. Come on. Rev! Oh my... What even is this? Oh! Oh! Look at that! Yes! I just timed that shot perfectly. That's the second time in this game that I've managed to do that. In my first video, I managed to get a shot of two trains passing each other on a bridge perfectly while I was down in the valley beneath the bridge. Now, I managed to pass over that bridge at the perfect time to get that other what? Class 112, I think it was, in shot. That is... I am staggered at my own timing prowess. It's not luck. It's just pure skill. No, I'm just kidding. That was just complete luck. But I'm staggered that it happened twice. I never get that in Train Sim World. Guess that this game just likes me. Alright. Burkham's, we're 2 minutes late. Dang it! I love running on time usually, but guess I can't do that today. Oh, let's get a shot with the train going right over on noggins. Let's get some brakes going. Put it in second. Yeah, my driving's not been that good today, I'll be honest. But I've been having fun, and that's the important point. Who cares if we're running on time if we're having fun? This scenery is beautiful. Those are the mountains we saw earlier. Yeah, engine brake a bit. Yeah, that's probably not advised. I'd probably blow the gearbox up, and probably the clutch and flywheel along with it, but who cares? Alright, let's get brakes lapped in preparation for slowing down. Alright, Burkham's. Classic little rural stop with 2 tracks for some reason. Interesting. And because I'm late, that means it'll have a knock-on effect to make all the other chaps who are on this line late too. Beans. Next stop, Melchbourne. We do have a 25 limit because we're switching tracks. We have a 50 limit. I wonder where that piece of track goes. Alright. Looks like we start going up. Okay. Frame rate's decent enough. I don't really care how... Oh, I forgot to reduce the throttle to change the gear. Oops. We're still gaining speed just on a 1.5% grade. Fair enough. My goodness, this is steep. Bumping around all over the place. Put it in 4th. I don't know if we have enough torque in 4th gear to hold the slope. No, we do. But the grade did level out, so... The scenery's pretty decent. Like, for a 8. Going on 8-year-old game is beautiful. Okay, 40-mile-an-hour limit coming up. Limit in force, 25 limit coming up, so I'll put it in neutral. Put it in. Put it in. Let's get some brakes going. Oops, I did not mean to put it in first. Come on, trackside view, there we go. Limit in force. This feels like we're in the Scottish Highlands. This is really crazy scenery. It feels like I feel like I'm as if I'm like on the Highland Line or something, or in the Peak District. Yeah, I think what this route reminds me of is the Peak Forest route in TSW. That's a tough route if you don't know what you're doing. Come on, climb the hill, buddy. You got the torque. To be fair, it's handling these hills. This little guy is handling the hills not too badly. Then we have a 50 limit. We're supposed to be arriving at Melchbourne right now, but we aren't, so... There we go. Is that a road? No, is it just part of the hill? No, I think it's part of the hill. I thought it was a highway on pylons, like, up there. Alright. We'll have to be careful because there's no speed limit reductions in Melchbourne, it appears. We are steadily climbing. Do want to keep to 40 miles an hour through here. Don't really want to have to slow down immediately. You can definitely tell that this game is older from the scenery, but it's decent enough. It conveys the impression well. Let's get the brakes into lapped mode. 40 limit in force. Cut the brake, put it in neutral. We were supposed to have departed Melchbourne by now. Oh. How's there a station out here? It's the literal middle of nowhere. Yeah, I slowed down too quickly. There's Melchbourne. See what I meant about stations up here being absolutely tiny? Sound the horn. Train coming in. We're 2 minutes late. Almost 2.5. Buzzing back, and we're off. Next stop, Elstock. at 9:57. My goodness, this really is giving Scottish Highlands vibes. That station back there was barely more than a halt, but I've come across stations that are more isolated than that. I'm thinking of if I can't remember what it's called. There's a halt on the Midland Line, which is just a railway crossing and a road, and that's it. On the Midland Line in Tradesman Classic, so it's in New Zealand, and it's like in the middle of the the Southern Alps. So there's just a few houses, and it's like a request stop, and yeah, it's really just tiny. All right. We are getting back up to line speed pretty quickly, though. That's nice. Yeah, and then this is the second to last stop, Stepasundon, at 10:04. I can't imagine many people are on board. It's absolutely... We are in the middle of absolute nowhere. My goodness. There's the 40 limit. Then we can go up to 50, and I will take advantage of this 50 limit because it does appear to be a lot bigger. I might get another screenshot simply because this is like insane scenery. Yeah, it's losing too much speed. Come on, buddy. .50 limit in force. How's this frame rate doing? Decently. Into fourth. Oh, I put it in the wrong view. There's the view I wanted. Tunnel out the other side. My goodness, there's nothing here but a railway and some electricity poles. That's crazy. Like, look at that. It's just trees, a fence, some electricity lines, and a small railway line. This is really giving Scottish Highland vibes. Okay, approaching 50 miles an hour. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. Engine braking, please. Ah! Oh my goodness, it feels like I'm on a roller coaster. Engine braking did nothing there. That was hilarious. Tried to use engine braking and nope. The engine was a tortured scream as we hurtled down that slope. Oh my word. I've never really come across a line like this before. .25 limit, so let's get the brakes on. Coming up on Elstock, which is another Elstock, I assume it's pronounced, which is another just absolutely tiny little halt. Yeah, using the handbrake is ill-advised. Oh, whoops! No, that's the wrong button. Release it. I mixed up my buttons for releasing it, and yeah. There's the road again. Okay, we're arriving only a minute late, which is, by the standards of this run, not too bad. Stop, please. Thank you. Oh, we might actually depart this station, like... Yeah, I think we'll depart only like 15 seconds late. That's actually decent. Yeah, we've actually made up the time. Nice. Next and final stop, Steppersund at 10:04. We are clear back up to 50 miles an hour. That road appears to be paralleling the track now. That 15 mile an hour section over that other line, that was actually pretty terrifying. Felt like the track was about to fall out from underneath me. That bridge did not look particularly safe. That was pretty... But the timing of that other train going underneath, like, man, can't make this stuff up. Approaching line speed. Should be there in a few minutes. Ooh, look at that lake. I should break up the throttle now, as we are coming up on a slope. Get the brakes in lapped just in preparation. I'm not taking any chances. Put the brake. I'll keep the brakes in lapped anyway. I do not want to take any chances. I know I just said that, but yeah, you know what I mean. A couple of isolated little houses there. This is definitely one of the lines cut into beaching cuts. Just saying. Oh, goodness. Whoa, that was a 3% grade. That's actually pretty steep. Climb, my little rail bus. Steppersund in sight. We might actually get there on time. Having made up the time. Like, yes. Actually on a level grade tunnel. Neutral. Oh my goodness, look at the size of this bridge. Goodness. 40 limit and then a 25 limit to Steppersund. I doubt my score is going to be pretty high. It'll have massacred my rating thanks to that red signal shenanigan I pulled. Coming into Steppersund. Green signal. And we're almost a minute and a half early. I love making up time. 100%. Onto the brakes. Yeah, let's just wait. Looks as though there's a little turnaround beyond, but then after that the line ends. There we go. 2,300 out of 10,000. That's by far my worst score ever. Tutorial penalties, 12%. Passed the signal at danger, which is probably the one that did it. I was a cumulative of 10 minutes late. Came to a halt too abruptly 3 times. Max comfortable acceleration exceeded 15 times. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that'll be all for this video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.